Hi guys, I had to make this video even though my store is kind of messy right now because things are really starting to shape up here. So I have a lot of boxes in here with stuff in them and a lot of wood and a lot of things going on, but I had to make this video. This is crazy. You see these tower speakers on the floor here? They're white band speakers. Theater Research, I think they're called. I have had them on a couple of test days now. I've been testing them for a few days. Okay? And been playing various kind of music. I've been testing them on low volume, mid-level volume, and high volume. They look kind of fancy, but I looked them up. I found them in a storage unit. And without seeing the brand right off the bat, I was like, oh, tower speakers, they look nice, they look good, they look high-end, and they look really good. And when I got to look at them, I saw the badge on the front saying Theater Research. So when I took out my phone and started Googling them, I got a lot of things saying, oh, these are white band speakers and stuff like that. So I was like, shit, damn it, you know. So I took them down here to my store, hooked them up. I've been playing on them with my Radio Shack MPA 250A. I've been hooking them up to a Carver PXM 450. I have also used them on a Yamaha integrated amplifier. And here is the kicker. I have tested these speakers over the last 2 to 3 days now. And I have tested them up against Bose 601 Series 2. They're standing on the floor over here. I have tested them up against these Klipsch KG4. I have tested them up against some Sansui speakers over here. SP50 or something, I think they're called. I have tested them up against these Sonys that are on top of these floor standing speakers. And I have tested them up against some JBL speakers that I have over here. I think the JBL speakers are called 2800 or something. I don't remember. And I tested them up against these Technics SB7000A, I think they're called. Yeah, 7000A. You want the long story or the short story? Let me remind you, these are white band speakers. Supposed to be trash. Supposed to be inferior to everything else, okay? Something happening here. Well, let me just say it like this. The Sansui speakers that I have over here, the vintage one, didn't stand a chance. The Sonys that are on top of them didn't have a chance. The white band speakers played better than the Sonys, played better than the Sansuis, so there was no match there. So that gave me like, because those were the two first speakers that I compared them to. So then that's when it started to like, hey, maybe I should try and test them against something else. So then I hooked them up and tested them against, I don't know if you can see it, but see that box? Ooh, where's my finger? Ooh, right, nah, there. Behind that box, there's a pair of, I don't know if you can see it. Right there. Back there. There's a pair of Bose 601 Series 2. So I hooked those up and I played them against the Theater Research white band speakers. The Boses did not stand a chance in sound comparison. The test, really, the Theater Research beat the Boses. So Then I asked myself, what else am I going to test them up against, you know? You know, there has to be something wrong here when a pair of wideband speakers are playing better than the Sonys, the Sensuis, the Bose. So then I took out the Klipsch KG4, and I for sure, in my mind, I was dead sure that the Klipsches would smoke those theater the theater research speakers with side-mounted woofers and fancy look. I have never been so wrong. It took about 2 minutes when I was sat down. I was listening to the Klipsch first. I was listening to the Klipsch for probably 2 or 3 minutes. I used my normal CD that I use, which is a mix, but it has a lot of Queen, it has a lot of Pink Floyd, and then this cable, my charging cable. It has a lot of Queen and Pink Floyd music on it, because I like that, because it's really good recordings, has a lot of information, high quality. And the Klipsch KG4 sounds good. Don't get me wrong. I've done a test about them before. I think they lack some in the bottom. So I listened to them for 3 minutes. I think it was 3 or 4 minutes. It was a song, and then I switched over to the theater research, and I was like, this can't be true. This cannot be true. So I switched back to the KG4, put on another different song, and then I switched back to the theater research, and I got the same freaking result. The theater research sounds better than the Klipsch KG4. A pair of wideband speakers. So then I was thinking, like, okay, the rest of my speakers that I have in here now is pro audio, except for a couple of speakers that I have over here that has to be refoamed. I have the Technics SB7000A. So I put this Technics over here beside the theater research towers. Did the same test all over again that I had done with everyone else. And finally, can I say that I found a pair of speakers that sounded better in a few areas. The Technics SB7000A is a better speaker than the theater research. Don't get me wrong, it's way better. But even though the Technics is a better speaker, there is something about those that makes your rock leg goes thumping the floor, okay? Not in the same way with the Technics. The Technics makes it go like, this sounds good, I like this. Those goes like, this sounds good, I like this. So they both sounds good, but in a very different way. They make you react differently to them. I know I have always been bashing wideband speakers, and I said, oh, it's trash. But you know what? After I did that, I looked up the brand and the company. And Theater Research didn't start out as a wideband speaker company. It started out as a legitimate company with good products, and it was selling in legitimate stores, but the company went belly up, and someone bought it out and then started selling it out of white vans and mail order and stuff like that. So at the beginning it was a good company with good reasons and good intentions, but something went wrong along the way. So the product is not bad. Those speakers here are not bad. I don't know if you can see it. Let me unplug my charger. I'll bring you over here. Here is the logo. Here's the front. Let's see if I can get it off. Ah, damn it. See? It is not that bad. And this is not fake cone. This is a woven cone. So that's a very, very good cone on a mid-range. This is a high-grade cone. This is not some cheap paper cone, pressed paper cone. Even have a face plug. This is not bad. This is not bad at all. The woofer, I haven't really checked it, but you know, guys, this is not bad at all. So this is not, you know, you can say, oh, it's shitty quality and all that stuff, but oh, let me try and get a better picture of it. This is not bad quality, guys. These mids are not bad. The soft dome tweeter could have been bigger. I totally agree with that. It looks like a 1-inch. I think it is a 3/4, but it's made to look like a 1-inch, but it's a 3/4, I think. But I tell you guys, these mids are freaking good, and they sound good. They sound really good. On the back, it's not push terminals. It's not plastic push terminals. It's metal screw terminals. You know, it's a bass reflex. It has a side mounted, I want to say, it looks like a 10-inch. It might be a 12, but it looks like a 10-inch. But I am really, really impressed by these mid-ranges here. They are really good. And I took one out to see. Oh, I took both of them. I opened only one speaker, that was what I meant. I took out these two mids in this speaker because I was thinking, surely one of them are a passive radiator. Nope. Both of them are active, coupled in parallel. So, so much for white van trash. They're not. They sound really freaking good. And could the cabinet be better? Yes. I have heard more solid, but you know what? It's not bad. It is. This is coming from someone who uses double layered cabinets and stuff like that, you know. And in my book, you should have at least minimum of 22 millimeters thickness. That's in my book minimum what you should have. But of course, sometimes I also use 19 millimeters, but not 22 is what you should have to get good sound quality. But you're probably looking here at 19 millimeter thickness on the wood. But it has a double and this is what really baffles me. Where the subwoofer is mounted down here, it has double baffle. So you have the cabinet and then another baffle on the outside where the subwoofer is mounted, and you have that on both sides of the speaker. So where the bass, where the subwoofer or the woofer, not subwoofer, but woofer is, the cabinet is very strong. It has a improved strength in the area where the woofer is mounted. The front is some kind of a composite material, but it's not cheap plastic. That's the thing. I really thought this was going to be cheap plastic, but it's not. This is it's free of resonances and stuff like that. So it's a good, even though I like to see wood, they didn't cheap out on going cheap plastic here. This is some kind of a composite thing that is higher grade than just plastic. The Sony's up here is poorly built compared to this one. Here are the Sansuis that I tested them up against. But yeah, figure that out. Wideband speakers that plays better than the Bose 601 Series 2, plays better than these Sonys. These Sonys are 3-ways, by the way. Let me see. There we go. These Sonys here are 3-ways. They play fairly okay. And then of course you have the Klipsch KG4 over there. Here are the Bose. Just in case you want to verify that I'm telling the truth. So yeah, who would have known? I mean, I was shocked. After a few days, I mean, I'm not saying that all wideband speakers are good. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, pick your trash talking carefully, because at one point you might be wrong and you might have to swallow a couple of camels. I sure have now, because when I found out that these were wideband speakers, I trash talked them to everyone that saw them. And then they were standing here, and they were standing in my way, and I was sitting here in my chair one day, and I was like, I wonder how they sound. And one day I was like, okay, I have 10-15 minutes. I'm going to listen to them. So I took the front grill off like I did now. And then I saw the mids. I was like, holy shit, face plug. That is not fake. It really is a real face plug. And woven cone on the mids. Come on a wideband speaker. Soft dome tweeter, not horn, not piezo. I have to listen to this one. So I did. And I was like, holy crap, is this wideband? And then I was like, oh, I have to really check this up compared to other models. So that's when I started testing them against the other ones. So by any means, I'm not saying that all wideband speakers sounds good or is good. But these, theater research, let me see what the model says back here or something. Let me see. I'll bring you back here with me. I can't even see, it's so freaking dark back here. Hold on, guys. I can't see it, but they surprised me. And the thing is, the woofer on the bottom down here, there, has a port in the back, and these woofers has their own ports here. And it's almost like one it's almost like each woof, mid-range or mid-woofer or whatever has their own ports. And I tell you, maybe it's a 12-inch. It has bottom end. It has a lot of information in the bottom. It doesn't lack out. It doesn't feel anemic. It doesn't feel thin, okay? And this is why it sounded better to me than the Klipsch. Yes, the Klipsch has a good mid-range, it has a good tweeter, has a good top end, and it can follow these any given day in the higher frequency range, okay? But these has a better bottom end, and the smoothness and the transition between the bottom end and the mid-range, and the whole way the speaker works and turns out, they sound better than the Klipsch, because the Klipsch is missing something in the bottom, okay? And the Bose is for sure missing something. So there you have it. It surprised the shit out of me, okay? So wideband speakers is not always trash, okay? Sometimes it will surprise you and it will fool you, and these sure did. Oh, by the way, guys, if anyone wants to buy an oil painting, authentic, signed by the artist, Technics, Italian, framed, you get it like you see it here. It's huge. It's for sale. I need to sell it. 900 bucks. Even comes with a certification on the back. I know. Why do you have an oil painting in your audio store? Well, I buy storage units because I buy vintage audio that is located in storage units, and I got this one unit and it was full of antiques, and I love antiques. For those who doesn't know, I do a lot of antiques on the side. Antiques and vintage audio and audio, car stereo, pro audio is my big passions. So, and art. I'm into art. So if you want oil painting, it's a huge one. Italian artist. His name was Technics. I'll let it go for 900 bucks. The frame, I took it to a framing store here in Memphis. If you want to frame a picture this size, and I'm just talking about the frame here now, not the painting. Just this frame alone is 500 bucks. If you want someone to frame it for you, then you have to pay for that too. So it's easily 800-900 bucks just for the frame. So frames are not cheap. Okay guys, that was it. I just wanted to tell you about the wideband trash speakers that blew the Klipsch out of the water. Okay, bye.